guys, I'm truly excited to share with you a little bit of comp plan training. Guys, one of the things I wanted to share with you, I mean, whether you are in this industry or it's your first time in this industry, one of the things that stood out to Natia and I at the very beginning is how simple our comp plan is. You know, one of the things you have to understand is that generally speaking, and I repeat, generally speaking, a company would have a lot, hey, Van, can you give me co-host? Am I a co-host? Let me see. Yeah, maybe make me a co-host so I can, you just record it and I can share, right? Can I share?
Yeah, I'm recording it, yeah.
Cool, I can share. We'll go through some training, but, you know, what I'll say is that generally speaking in a company, they want to have breakage that can go back to the company. And in my 18 years of doing this, ladies and gentlemen, and Natia and I being consultants in this profession and helping build and write compensation plans, why do they need breakage? Is because the company needs to survive. And that's where the company makes money. But one thing I want you to understand from the grand picture of things, that World Global Network is a component of what Fabio is creating worldwide. So I want you to understand the big picture. And from understanding the big picture, you can understand why our comp plan is so strong. So what I'm going to do right now is share my screen and explain to you the components of World Global Network. So perfect. Everyone can see the whiteboard there, right? I'm assuming that's a yes. We'll get into it. So guys, you have to understand. So what we have is we have the main group. The main group is World is the main group. Under the main group, we have we have WGN, World Global Network, which is the MLM arm. And then on the other side, we have WRMT, which is the public company. And on the left, we have another component called the HICA group. Mr. Fabio, he's the CEO. Sorry, my pen's going a little bit crazy right now. I apologize. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit odd. Maybe I have to share my screen again. I guess my writing was so bad that, okay, good. So, Mr. Fabio, what is going on here? Mr. Fabio, he is the CEO of these two companies and also a holding director for HICA. So basically, Mr. Fabio just purchased HICA recently. He purchased it for a very healthy amount, over $50 million that he purchased this component. And every single component is very important. And I'll explain to you why. Now, what we do, ladies and gentlemen, is that this public entity is the R&D and the production of the Helo. Okay, WRNT, they produce the Helo and they do the research and development. They can only sell to WGN, and WGN could only buy from WRNT. And Mrs. Fabio is in the middle. Now, why am I telling all this? Because I want you to understand that World is not just World Global Network. It is so many components. It's so many wheels on this vehicle that is making grow so fast. Now, generally speaking, in a publicly listed company, your number one rule is to make the shareholder happy. How do you make shareholder happy in a publicly listed company? Is to increase the value of the public listed company. Now, World Global Network, what do? We sell Helos. What do Helos do? Helos get biological data, and with this biological data, it fills the cloud, and the cloud term is called the big data. So we are in the business of big data. IBM, as you know, IBM is a IT company. They've been in this space for a very, very long time. They're changing all their direction to big data because they say big data will be worth trillions of dollars in the future. So what are we doing? In Facebook, a social profile is worth $26 or $27 per social profile. That's why Facebook is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Why? Because they have a lot of social profiles. What we're doing here in World Global Network is that we are collecting what we call biological profiles. Now, a biological profile, it is worth $200, $300, $400, way more than a social profile, because a social profile is basically just knowing where you like to go holiday or who your friends are. So a biological profile is worth a lot more. Now, Fitbit tried to do the same thing, but over 95% of people said no. Now, why would World succeed in big data is because we're using the avenue of network marketing, where there is a family involved, and it's been being very successful at the time being. All of you guys have the ability to donate your biological data or not. And this, I'm talking about the future. Right now, it's just the cloud's filling up, and it's just basically a general information. For example, in California, there's 50,000 people using Helos, and the average age is between 30 and 50 years old. It just gives general information. But why am I telling you this? Because Facebook is worth hundreds of billions, but last year their revenue was only $200 million. But it was billions. Why? Because they are having a lot of social profiles which increase the value. What are we doing? Our goal is to increase our biological profile from the big company standpoint. The more biological profiles we have, the more valuable the company is going to be. Now, where does World Global Network come into this? The World Global Network is the marketing arm which fills the cloud, the big data cloud. That is the reason why we, or Mr. Fabio, want to give you a very hot compensation plan, because the payout for the company is not through the compensation plan. The payout for the company is something much, much bigger. So you may be thinking, oh, this is just a money thing. No, it's not. Why? Because Mr. Fabio doesn't need to do the HICA group, doesn't need to do that 50 million. He doesn't. But what is the HICA group about? The HICA group is about creating a solution, creating antidotes for aging diseases. Aging diseases like cancer, like Alzheimer's, to name a few. Parkinson's diseases, to name a few. How can they have this? Is because HICA is created by a group of doctors, by a group of PhD. When we come public with the HICA information, you'll see the scientists that is connected with the HICA group, which is groundbreaking. Now, information is key. Up to this point, there isn't really anywhere where you can get biological data of humans or people that is coming in every 2 hours. As you're wearing the Helo right now, is being filled every 2 hours. So the HICA group is, with your permission, you get the choice to get this information to create solutions for the world. So if you understand what Mr. Fabio is trying to do, Mr. Fabio is trying to find cures for aging diseases in the world right now. That is such a big task, and he's taking this task. He is a multi-millionaire. He's made a lot of money before starting World Global Network. Why is he doing it through this? Is because he believes in network marketing. He believes that all of us on this training right now can really succeed financially through this. And we're actually helping the world. You know, a lot of companies have, their care foundation where you might donate money to orphanages or whatnot, which is nothing wrong. That's fantastic. What World's trying to do is getting your information by donating a biological information to create the cures in this world, which is a big task. So with that being said, that is one of the main reasons why our comp plan is so hot. Our comp plan is so hot that we're attracting so many people into our company based on that, and because we have a very simple product to share. We've been doing launch webinars nonstop, launch webinars taking 35, 40 minutes, and people are seeing what we have to offer. So I just want to give you really that quick picture of the whole group for one. Next, depending on how you want to build this, you want to build it big or want to build it small. One of the biggest things that some of the leaders have found out from this, ladies and gentlemen, when the team and I first hit 50,000 a week in commissions, what the leader did was, one of the guys that we got on board was he worked out how many people came on board that week for us to make that $50,000 check. And the answer was 387 people on the team volume commission. Now, the team volume commission is the lesser of two legs. So from a scale of things, 387 people came on board, and there was a commission that paid out of over 50,000. That in itself is phenomenal. If you're looking at pure numbers, right? Pure numbers. You don't get that in a lot of companies. So what I want to share with you is to understand this compensation plan, and I'll go through it really quickly and give you some strategies, right? To give it some strategies. So let me go clear this. So in our comp plan, one thing you got to understand is that an executive pack is 500 points. A loyalty member, when they come on straight away, is another 50 points. The total is 550. Now, to become a president millionaire, and I just want to share this with you. To become a president millionaire, it is 250,000 points, and if you divide it by 550, the answer is 450 coming in a period. I want you to understand this number of 450, if you compare to what's out there, is unbelievable. 450 coming in at one time will get you to president millionaire on your team volume commission. If you do this 4 times from now to May 15, the company's going to let you choose a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce, cash in hand. So they give you the title. It is not hard. It's only hard if you think it's hard. But 450 people wanting a product that is literally easy, very simple, is out of this world. So I'm going to do a test right now. Okay, I'm going to do a test right now, and I'm going to pull out a calculator. So the people that I have, I'm just going to have we have about 75 people on this test group right now, 75 people, and I'm going to do an exercise right now. Whether you can text or not text is very important. So I want all you who's on here right now, I want you to listen to this. When Fitbit came out, what you know about Fitbit today? So we know Fitbit's very successful. They're kind of the measure that we all go. What you know about Fitbit today? Let me ask you this question. If you were called upon from the beginning, from the beta phase, from the beginning phase, and you got a phone call and saying, look, I'm going to launch a thing called Fitbit. Nobody's done this before. It does your heart rate. It does your steps, does your calories. I'm looking to partner with you. Do you want in? Obviously, all you're going to say yes. My question to you is that knowing what you know about Fitbit right now, in your first week, how many Fitbits do you think you can sell? Very simple. So think of that number right now. And in that chat box, put in your number. Just put it. So if we're at the beginning right now, Fitbit. Nobody knows about it. I'm here telling you about Fitbit. How many Fitbit devices do you think you can sell in the next 7 days if you know what you know about Fitbit right now? So in the chat box, just put your number. So we got one person, 50. Dude, this is not to show off. Like, just really put in what you think you're going to do. If you really think you're going to do 50, 100, 35, whatever it is, put the real number. Wow, Mary Martha, 1,000. Hey, can I, Van? Can I get a phone number? I just want to make sure I get her phone number close to me.
She's pretty awesome.
All right. So guys, there's a lot of numbers coming out. I'm gonna speak out the numbers to you. All right. Thanks, guys. That's cool. We get the drift. So I'm gonna read out the numbers to you. 50, 50, 100, 100, 100, 100. Millions. Okay. Tuan and Van, come on. All right. 35, 5, 75, 25 to 50, 50, 100, 50, 50, 20, 1,000, 30, 50, 25, 100, 20, 100, 633. I like that, 633. 75 to 100, 10. Now, if you take away the smallest, which was 5, and you take away the highest, which was 1,000 or millions, whatever, you're looking at an average of 50 from everyone that told. Actually, probably higher than 50. So my question was, from now, in the next 7 days, how many can you sell? And the average, if you look at all this, is 50. Actually, it's more than 50. What am I trying to show you right now? We have a product that we deem Fitbit on steroids. I was in Dallas just a few days ago. There was a doctor convention, and I repeat, a doctor convention talking about stem cells. I was in the elevator or lift, and the doctor said, "Hey, are you here for the stem cell doctor research?" I said, "No, I'm not." He goes, "What are you doing? I mean, what is your business?" And I said, "Oh, we have a wearable device that does your blood pressure, heart rate, ECG, blah, 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 blah." And you know what he said to me? "Oh, so it's like a Fitbit on steroids." That's what he said to me. I didn't say it to him. And I said, "Yes, that's how we promote it." So long story short, he wanted my details because he sees the value in his product and he believed that it could be a good business. So I'm going to follow up with that guy. But what I'm trying to tell you, we have such a hot product. If you're a networker on here right now, whatever you've done in the past, trash it. Because most companies in the past, you're selling the opportunity. We have such a hot product that if you lead with the product, you're not going to go wrong because that 2-minute commercial does it all. Very, very simple. So the average is 5. If you add that all up, guys, from the people who gave me their numbers, I guarantee you it's over it's over 3,000 or 4,000 people that in this group of 79 people right now, 79 people on this call, right? We could do thousands of Fitbit sales in 7 days. I just did an exercise. You know, there was thousands. I mean, let's try to calculate. I'm not going to calculate, but there are literally 2,000 or 3,000 devices that we would have sold in terms of Fitbit in the next 7 days. Getting back to my drawing, if you understand my drawing, I'm going to go back to my share screen. To become a present millionaire, you only need 450. We have a superior device, and with a less superior device from this test group of 79 people, and I know not all of you put it in, this test group said they were going to do thousands. I'm doing this exercise to show you how hot of a product that we have and how achievable that target is if you believe it's achievable. Natia and I did the numbers. We said, this is all? Yes, this is all. And in doing so, ladies and gentlemen, we're able to hit President Millionaire based on our strategy within 4 cycles of starting in the US. And it's crazy. The week we went President Millionaire, and this was just 2 cycles ago, and this cycle, we hit President Millionaire in half the time or twice the speed, whatever you want to say. Why? Because this train is growing so fast that we can't stop. And for us to go even further, guess what? It relies on your success. So how do you become diamond in a short period of time? There's a couple ways to do it. Very simple. I give people 2 options. When I start, I say, hey, guys, you get 2 options. Let me go clear this first. Option A, Hey, go 20 on the left, 20 on the right at Executive Plus membership. If you do 20 left, 20 right within a 7-day period, you're making 10 grand and you're a diamond. 40 personal sponsors, 20 left, 20 right. Done. Option B, bring in, sorry, this is you. Bring in 4 on the left and the right. Who brings in 4 on the left and the right, you're diamond. That's it. It is very simple. Go out and go rip it out. Go 20 left and right, that's 10,000. Or do 4 who brings in 4 and you're a diamond. Easy done. Get this, guys. If you are a diamond, if you have a qualified diamond, every cycle on your lesser leg, your minimum income is $15,000. Not 2 or 3, just one qualified diamond, right? The average qualified diamond makes 10,000. So if you have one in your team, you're helping them make 10,000 a month. In helping them, you're making $15,000 a month on your lesser leg. Guys, our comp plan is so hot. There's no breakage, right? If you understand what we're doing, it's really, really simple. Guys, I really like the power of 10, and I'm going to show you a slide that I have on the power of 10.
You could still feel, so they encouraged us to hold his hand.
Yeah, there's someone that's not muted right now, so I'm going to mute everybody again. Hold on.
He was still in there. But I knew deep down.
Hey, Van, you need to kind of mute everybody. It's someone that's not muted. Okay, thank you, whoever muted themselves back out. Okay, so the power of 10. It is all of you, everyone here agreed that they can do more than 10 Fitbits. Oh, well, one person couldn't, but we took that person away. But everybody else said they can do 10. So it's really simple. You get 10 people on the Fitbit, on the loyalty program. Yours is free. That is the number one goal in our 557. 557 training, we're going to do another day. That's our system that it's very, very important. There's a video, you can go check it out. But I want you to understand the power of 10. Is it easy to get 10 people ranked as Helo? The answer is yes. Very easy. Once you get 10 as a basic, guess what? Your loyalty program is free. Guess what? Get 10 executive packs in a week, and you make $2,000 that week. Done. As a minimum, actually, you're gonna make a little bit more, but as a minimum, you make 2 Gs. Duplicate that is really fast, and I'll show you what I mean. If you can help 10 to get 10 a week, you make 5,000. If you can help 20 get 10 a week, you make 10,000. If you can help 30 to get 10 a week, you make 15,000. If you can get 40 to get 10 a week, that's 20,000, and you get the drift. If you can help 100 to get 10 a week, you are a present millionaire. There's so many ways to slice the cat. I don't know if that's the correct saying. Sorry, there's so many ways to slice this up. It is not hard. It is so simple to build this business. Why? Because we have an extremely, extremely hot product. It is really, really simple. Keep it simple and you will get the success. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is your expectation. Guys, we are at the beta phase. There's a group of you here, which is good, it's 80. I want you to understand that the bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. We are not perfect right now. I want you to understand that. If you want our company to be perfect, then join later. I am 100% here to give you a full refund and let you wait till we are perfect. And why am I saying this to you is because if you understand the playing field, then you can succeed on the playing field that you're on. Do not be disillusioned on the field that we're on, because you're disillusioned, guess what? You are going to get in trouble, right? So here's what I want to share with you. Natina and I have made over $1 million in 3 companies, right? And we've made $1 million in uni level. We made $1 million in binary. I'm going to crush the, hey, binary don't work thing. Some of you have been taught all your life to not do binary or stay away from binary. Why? Because the person who taught you that, or whoever that may be, knows that if you know about binary, you'll never do uni level again. I guarantee you that. This is the reason why. In a uni level, if you don't succeed, who do you blame? Nobody. right? Because a uni level is based on your own production. So you're not going to say, oh, you know what? I didn't get a leg or whatever. If you don't produce in uni level, you get 0. Now, what happens in a binary? In a binary, if you don't produce, you get 0 too. But because a binary is based on teamwork, you could possibly get someone in your team from doing nothing. And when you get someone in your team for doing nothing and they start building, one of the complaints people get is, oh, I have a big leg, but I don't make money. Another thing they don't say is, hey, I didn't do anything. That was gifted to me, and I didn't do nothing, and as a leg, I can build one other leg, which I couldn't do. They don't say that. Why? Because generally people don't like saying, you know what? Yeah, it's me. I didn't do anything. They don't say that. What do they say? Oh, I have one leg. I don't make money. That's one of the biggest things that people say. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Any uni level on the earth today, to really make money in any uni level, you need 3 to 5 lines minimum. Back in the day, you need 12 lines. A lot of companies needed 8 to 12 lines to be successful. Now it's down to 3 to 5 lines to be successful. How many lines do you need to be successful in World Global Network? 2. Just 2, right? Always look down. Do not look up. I never, and I repeat, I never go, hey, upline, why haven't you given me anything? I should say, hey, upline, thank you for introducing me to this business. One of the things I normally teach and preach, you don't have to do this. I normally am the one that pays for the meal, or normally the one that take care of my upline. Why? Everybody has one upline. Everybody has one sponsor. But if you're in a team, how many people do you have in a team? Thousands, right? So I want you to understand that your mindset determines your success. So anyway, going back to uni-level binary. So I hope you understand. In a binary, it goes to infinity. It goes up to infinity. There is no cap. In a uni level, to really make decent income, you have to build 3 strong legs to unlock certain regions, and you can only earn a certain depth. Guys, you have to understand. I'm going to draw this out again. You got to understand. You really got to understand this. If you don't understand this, you're kidding yourself. So I'm going to share with you this because, you know, one of the biggest things people say, oh, I don't like binary, blah, 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 because they don't know. People don't know what they don't know. So, for example, in a uni level, this is you in a uni level. Let's say you have 3 lines. If you have 3 lines, you can only make a certain depth even though your volume runs all the way up. This is where you can make. That's a uni level, right? Building 3 lines. In a binary, this is you, and when in building 2 lines, you can earn infinity left and right. So would you rather earn infinity with 2 lines or earn only a certain level with 3? That's basically what it is. Now, having a hot product like what we have here in World Global Network, you have to understand another section of what we do here in the business. It's called micro payments through online marketing, like media marketing. I'll tell you what it means by that. So moving on next year, we're going to open up our software an SDK version. What is SDK version? It means that other developers can hook onto our code and start developing applications in what we call plugins. If you open your Helo app right now and you go to settings, there is a section called plugins. In those plugin section, we allow developers to add things to it. Now, it's like going to your Apple store or your Google store and looking at the apps and buying something for 99 cents, right? Now, in a binary structure, if you have 50,000 people, it's going to grow. Whether you like it or not, your structure is going to grow because we're so hot right now, right? Imagine in your organization of 50,000, 1 or 2 or a small group of individuals go, hey, we have a new plugin in the Helo that does step competition where, you know, myself and Carlton or myself and Scott or myself and Kyle, we can have a step competition, whatever it may be. And we pay 99 cents for the app. Kyle pays 99 cents for the app. Renee pays 99 cents for the app. Guess what? That micro transaction pays out through the whole organization in the tree. through World Global Network, through those micro transaction, you're going to get rich with a capital R. Why? Because Fabio is going, hey, let's do this micro transaction to pay off everybody. Now, what is the first thing that's going to come out? Most likely, our glucose. The glucose is going to be a plugin. It might be 200, 300. I don't know, whatever it is, it will be a plugin. Why? Because not everybody needs that feature. Whatever it is going to be a price. Now, whatever your frontline pays for it, you get a 10% fast start bonus. Most companies don't do that. Actually, I don't know of any company that has a 10% all the time. Normally 10% is just the first time. On top of that, that volume goes up to everyone within that structure. So not only are you going to get, great commission from just starting with the Helo, as we add the plugins, you're going to have microtransaction. The next thing is online, what's the word I'm looking for? Our media, marketing, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word right now. If someone knows the word, let me know. But this is what's going to happen. On your phone, when you open the app, marketing, the marketing campaigns that is digital. There we go. My word is digital marketing. What's going to happen is when new plugins come in, your Helo will pop up. Hey, by the way, Renee, there is a new app. Oh, hey, by the way, Darlene, there is the glucose is available for you to buy. So it's going to be digital marketing, but nothing to do with you. Where else in the old school MLM companies, when you come out with a new product, what do they do? They do it at a convention. You're at the convention. You go, wow, there's this new shake, or wow, there's this new cream. And then what do? You go hit the phones and call the people that you know in your team. Your team might be 10,000 people, but you might only know 10%, 100 people. Guess what? When we launch something new, everyone in your structure is going to get a digital pop-up to say, hey, by the way, there's this new plugin. Do you want to buy it? Yes or no? Say yes, pays out through everyone. You're doing nothing. The app is doing all the work for you. This is called technology, and that's why I'm so excited with what we have in terms of those plugins. So understanding how we fill that structure is very important. You don't get this in any other company. So between a binary and uni-level, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that if someone says binary is no good, they don't know what they're talking about. If a binary is no good, ask them, hey, would you want my binary structure? If they say no, they're crazy, right? We work hard. Get this. Natita and I joined World Global Network just a few months ago. We launched in July. Before we launched, there were 750,000 team members in World Global Network, right? So 750,000 came before us. Based on our productivity and based on the work we put in, we are ranked number 3 in the company right now, right? And I'm not saying this to show off. I'm trying to say to you that whatever you do, your pay is based on the work that you do. So some people may say, oh, the guy's first or whatever. We were on the bottom of 750 people. Why are we number 3 in the world right now? Is because we work hard. And this is the same for you. Everyone on this training right now, it doesn't matter when you started. That gives you an advantage. If you look at what you have before you, you have 2 legs that you got to build. You need to structure it. And I'm telling people this from the beginning. Structure it 50-50 from the beginning. And as one leg goes faster than the other, go 60-40. But never go past 70-30 in terms of percentage of growing, because you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Never ever say to anyone, hey, I'll build one leg, you build the other leg. Never ever say that. Why? Because you cannot tell the future. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. How can you say to someone, hey, you build one leg, I build the other? What happened if that person that brought in was a Chad and a Tita, or Nat and Chinita? Nat and Chinita did $1 million of sales in their first 7 days. Their first 7 days, they did $1 million worth of sales. So imagine you sponsored them and said, hey, Nat and Chinita, you do one line, I'll do the other line for you. Nobody could match them. Nobody could match them. So one thing I tell people is, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm building 2 legs. Everybody builds 2 legs. I'm focusing on my 2 legs. You focus on your 2 legs. If you build 2 legs, I build 2 legs, no one's going to have an argument. This is a binary, not a oneary. Most people think that this is a oneary. Doesn't work like that. It's a binary. You build 2 legs and you build this out. Guys, very simple. 4, who brings 4, guess what? You're diamond. I tell people, hey guys, just bring 20 on the left, 20 on the right, 10,000 straight away, diamond straight away. Once you get to a certain level of certain speed, you cannot stop this freight train. I'm telling you. Success loves speed. Write that down really big. Success loves speed. And the other thing you want to write down is compress time frames. Compress time frames. The difference between the Titus and I success compared to the rest is we did a lot in a little. We did a lot in a little. Our organization is growing, and we are not stopping because literally we just started. Now, we are here to support every one of you, and I truly believe, and I'm not kidding, I truly believe that there will be people in our organization that's going to make more money than the Tia and I. And the best part is we're going to help you do that. Why? Because this pays to infinity. The product we have is outrageously simple, and it's so hot and so sexy. So I wanted to talk about that. So going back to expectations, to make big money, you need to understand how to manage expectations. We have been fortunate enough to know 2 billionaires, been fortunate enough to work with to know 2 billionaires, to spend some time with them, right? We had 1 billionaire that flew in from China last year. We spent a whole week with him and his family. It's pretty crazy. He has a suitcase, like, you know, the suitcase that you take on the plane, that his assistant carries. So this young lady carries this suitcase, that roll suitcase that you take on a plane. We went to Disneyland with the family, and the owner guy goes, hey, go pay for the tickets. And she opened up the suitcase. It's not this small, it's pretty big. Inside, full of $100 bills. When she opened it, I was like, my jaw dropped. And he didn't care who was pulling that little thing. Why? Because he's a billionaire. So imagine you guys, like, compare it. Like, you guys, you know, you're a 6-figure earner, and you gave someone a bag of pennies to hold. You don't care if you lose those pennies, right? So this billionaire had this lady carrying all this. The one thing I learned from this gentleman, and one thing that I learned from his mindset, is that, number one, he's always working, and he's always solving challenges. The bigger your bank account, you want to have bigger challenges. I'm telling you this, right? If you're afraid of challenges, go find a leader, go find a mentor that can teach you how to handle challenges. Why? Because I guarantee you, if you can partner with someone to help you go through challenges, your life is going to change, your family's life is going to change. So what are the challenges we have here? And why is this opportunity so amazing? Because we know how to pick them. Nat and Chanina know how to pick them. This company, World Global Network, was doing $157 million only in North Africa and North Europe. They don't speak English. North Africa and North Europe, they don't speak English. They have a success of $157 million. When did they start hitting the English field in a mass? When we started. When did we start? A short period ago. Their website has spelling mistakes. Guess what? North Africa, North Europe, they don't know. Why? Because they don't speak English. But we do. So guess what, guys? When there were spelling mistakes, we told them, and they go, oh, okay, let me chain them. I met some people, you know what? I'm not going to do anything till they know how to spell English properly. Well, you go wait till everything's perfect, and then you come back. That's the difference between a leader and a follower. Guys, you have to understand where we are right now. Another thing, in Europe, they do customer service through tickets. Their customer service through tickets are not in English, and it goes to non-English speaking customer service representative. We just came into the picture with a bang in the last 60 days. So now we're flooding them with customer service in English, and they're trying to understand our English. They're probably using Google Translate. I don't know, right? And that's why the response is a little bit slower than what we expect. Guys, if you want perfect customer service, go refund your product and come back next year. I guarantee you next year we have perfect customer service. But why am I telling you this is that's the reason why we joined with World Global Network, is because Fabio and his team knows what it takes and listens to Natina and I and has the funds to make it happen. We say to him, in the US, we are spoiled. We need the phone number to call someone to complain. Not because we need help. We just need to call someone to complain. That's what we do, right? So I said to Fabio, please, can we have a complaint phone number? And he goes, okay. So within 10 days of us telling him that, he's already hired a U.S. operation manager. The second thing is, we said, Fabio, do not do it in Miami. Miami, there's a beautiful office. Do not do it there. Do it in Utah. Why Utah? Because Utah is the mecca of MLM, because there's skill sets there that the other places don't have. In Utah, you can go hire highly skilled MLM people to work for you. Everywhere else is very hard. So what did Fabio go? He didn't think, you know what, I already have an office here. Why do I want to have two offices in that we have? Why am I telling you this? Because we are in beta phase right now. We're setting up a lot of things, and you are in a very sweet spot. I challenge you to ask the top earners of other companies. Go ask the top earners of the other companies and say, hey, when did you start? I started from the beginning. Hey, was there any challenges in the beginning? They're going to roll their eyes and say, what? There was a lot of challenges. Go ask the people that's not making money. Hey, when did you start? I just started. Was there any challenges? No, there's no challenges. So understand the sweet spot that we're in right now, that the number one thing you should be scared of if the management does nothing. But the management right now is doing so many things to do this. Fabio has moved to Miami to stay close to us. Why? Because he knows how important the U.S. market is. So we've got customer service coming on board, let's say by January. All right? Because, you know, we have Thanksgiving and New Year's. Say by January, we have customer service. But once again, don't expect the customer service to be the best from the day it opens. Give it some time for them to learn and get better. So this is what I know. People will keep on complaining. That's natural. But you as a leader, handle the expectation. If you cannot handle it, maybe now is not a good time for you. But if you can, now is the best time for you. You have to understand that. We have such a hot product. So we're going to have two customer service lines, one for tech questions and one for business questions. Every president and above is going to get your own account manager. So you guys, there's 84 people on here. If you hit president, and you know what, Tuan and Van, they are our record holders right now. They hit president in 24 hours. So presidents and above get their own account manager to help them with any customer service thing. So all of you guys go get your account managers. It is in your two hands. The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys, if you cannot handle the fact that it may take a little bit longer to get your questions answered. You might take a little bit longer that your product is not here yet. I'll tell you why your product's not here yet. Natina and I told Fabio, we're going to kill this thing. When we get back to the US, we're going to rip it up. I didn't realize we're going to rip it up that much. I didn't realize we're going to do, in our first 60 days, I didn't realize we're going to do, $5-6 million. We didn't realize that, but we did it. And the company was like, oh, shoot. All right, they're going faster than we expected. Go and produce more products. So we literally had a small window where people got one Helo instead of family pack, and everything's getting shipped out this week. Have patience to build this. Guys, I'm telling you, if you don't see this, go check your Helo. All right, go check your Helo. But I'm so excited you can feel me inside myself. This is supposed to be a comp plan training, but I'm going to go through a comp plan. I want to give you that background because if you understand that you're part of something bigger, if you understand what the company is doing to make things easier for us to grow, that comp plan is just going to kick in. The comp plan is going to kick in. What we have done in such a short period of time is unbelievable, and the world is seeing it right now. No pun intended, right? The world is seeing it right now. And we have 7 presidents in our organization. 7 presidents, and only one is public. And only one is public. What is that telling you about this business? It is growing at a phenomenal rate. So what do I tell people is really simple. Get into a rhythm. Success needs rhythm. What type of rhythm? Not salsa, or, actually, I don't dance, but if you're a salsa dancer, you understand rhythm. If you are a singer, maybe there's a rhythm. I don't know. I can't dance or sing. Luckily, there's this industry that kind of I'm okay at. But anyway, so with this, guys, the rhythm, 2-minute video, 7-minute video, 30-minute webinar. 7:30. 7:30. Get into that rhythm. Guys, what Natina and I do constantly, we constantly get on launch calls, on launch webinars, we constantly send a 2-minute video. How do you send a 2-minute video? It is as simple as sending a text to someone that you know and love. OMG, have you seen this? And you put the link of the 2-minute video. Where do you get the 2-minute video? Very simple. Go to cnworldgn.com and click on opportunity, and you'll see the 2-minute video. Go to the YouTube channel, our 2-minute video, done. OMG, have you seen this? Put the link. It is that simple, guys. Get the marketing site if you want. What is it? worldgnmarketing.com. This is what I do. I go, OMG, have you seen this? And I put my marketing website. Why? Because that marketing website, show them the 2-minute videos. They can buy now. If they don't, it'll take them to the 7-minute video. If they don't buy after the 7-minute video, I know they watched those 2 videos. I'll call them up and get them on a 30-minute webinar. OMG, have you seen this? One of the reasons why we're growing so fast is people are building a business virtually. You see my background? This is where I make my background, make our income from this background. In my past endeavors, I'm driving from meeting to meeting, flying to meeting to meeting. Over here is virtual. I've had over 11 meetings today. Over 11 meetings today. In the past, I couldn't do 11 meetings a day because I had to drive. Why? Because this is technology. In technology, you don't need to apply it. You don't need to drink it. You don't need to shake it. You don't need to smell it. All you got to do is, OMG, have you seen this? Piques their interest and take it to the next level. When we started, we didn't have that 2-minute video. It should be even easier for you. I challenge you to send that out to 10 people a day. And if you don't go diamond, there's something wrong. Send it 10 people a day. OMG, have you seen this? There's tools to help you succeed. Let the product help you. This product is so simple. It's so easy that it's going to rock and roll. Okay, so handling expectations is so simple, guys. You need to have that belief. If you don't have that, go join Amway, because at Amway, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. The commission is so nice and clean with nothing in there as well. So, guys, you need to make sure that you understand what you have in front of you. Don't regret this because it is a huge opportunity. Next, I want to share with you is understanding how important it is to get yourself to Dubai. This is a 2-week period. If you understand the value, you understand what you need to do to get there. We've done this for 18 years. I've been to numerous trips that's paid for the company. I've never seen a company treat their leadership the way they treat their leadership. Now, not to talk down on a diamond position, but becoming a diamond in World Global Network is very easy compared to becoming a diamond in other companies, right? Literally, a diamond is 20 executive packs on the lesser leg, you're a diamond, right? 20 executive packs on the lesser leg, you are a diamond. 5 people bringing 2, you are a diamond. That is very easy compared to other companies out there. So in the last diamond trip in Singapore 2 months ago, we had over 100 diamonds that showed up from our organization. The majority of diamonds that we have in our organization are winners that haven't won yet. Are people that believe in this industry but never seen success till they join World Global Network. Why? Because success in World Global Network is sharing that 2-minute video to as many people as possible because it's a product-driven opportunity. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is that if you have any challenges with the product, we are in beta phase. I just found out and I posted it on the communication group, which I have a WhatsApp group, Natina and I with Nat and Chanita has a WhatsApp group for the leaders in the world. How do you get into our group, become a diamond, and as soon as you're a diamond, Tuan and Van will add you to this group or tell me to add you to this group so that you can be part of the larger information drop. So you can speak to diamonds from Japan, from Indonesia, from around the world to help build you globally. So anyway, what we released in that communication group was the failure rates of devices. Do you know that iPhone 6 has one of the worst failure rates in all the iPhone lineup? It is crazy. It's double digits. Our failure rate is only 4% right now. But you have to understand, if you had a iPhone 6 that didn't work, what do? You go to Apple Store to give you a new one. Done. If your downline has a Helo that doesn't work, what happens? They call their upline, who calls their upline, who calls their upline, who calls their upline, who gets to you, and now you think that all the Helos don't work. Why? Because of one person. Now, if you understand that if you have a failure rate of 4%, if you have 100 people in your team, you're looking at 4 people calling you up to tell you don't work. Don't miss the picture. 96% success rate. Now, I'm never going to say that our Helo is going to come out of the factory 100% because Apple can't do it, Microsoft can't do it, Google can't do it. What do you think we can, right? What do? All you do is take a video of the challenge, send it to customer service, and it'll get a replacement. This is what I'm doing. If you don't get answer within 3 business days, on the 4th business day, send the autoresponder to Tuan and Van, and I will take care of it for you. Now, I'm not here to be a customer service representative, but I'm here to support the team. If you follow the steps needed, you will get the success that you'll get. Guys, you have to, Samsung definitely didn't do it. Okay, so Samsung's on fire. Okay, I like that quote. That's pretty funny. So Samsung with the $1 billion in research and development, they still can screw up as well. Thank God, thank goodness that we don't have those challenges of Helos blowing up in our faces. But anyway, expectation is the number one thing that all of you need to do in the next 90 days. Christmas is coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up. Volume is not slowing down. I'm getting requests over requests. Hey, can we buy more than 5 Helos in the back office because we want to give it as a gift? The answer is yes. We're going to try to work that out. But this is such an amazing product that we can share with people. It's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. We've been talking to the corporate team a lot. One of our team members just bought the new Garmin blades. I think it's called Garmin. It's like a Fitbit, but a Garmin version. Guess what it does, guys? You can run your heart rate on the Garmin with it not being on your wrist, and it's going to give you a result. Garmin does that too. Yes, you can buy a Garmin, and a Garmin, you can run the heart rate monitor on the Garmin without you wearing it, and it's going to give you a heart rate result. What? Garmin does it too. That was one of the things that people were saying, hey guys, this Helo, I didn't wear it, it gave me a result. Well, Garmin does it too, but we don't want to compare ourselves to Garmin. So what did we do? We made our Helo less sensitive so that if you're not wearing it, it's not going to give you a result, which you may think that's really cool. But because we made it less sensitive, there are certain shades that the Helo won't read. Well, if you're one of those people with that shade, I'm sorry. Why? Because there's so many people saying, hey, you know what, this Helo is giving me a result. So there's pros and cons. Another thing is the steps, right? I don't know if you know this. There's 2 ways of doing one step. What do you mean, Chad? Some people calculate one step is when you go left, right. Some people say left, right is 2 steps. Does that make sense? In completing one step, some people say, okay, I walk left and right, that equals one step. Some people say, well, I walk left and I walk right, it's 2 steps. So different measurements out there are different. What we're doing right now is that we are following what Fitbit says, even though that is not right. But because of how the society perceives that Fitbit is, the measure of steps, we want to lower ourselves to Fitbit first. And once people understand, we're going to educate people on what we have with our steps. So that's one of the calculations coming up. There's so many things that's in a pipeline. I'm excited about the blood alcohol level. Why? Because this is another genius about Fabio. He saw a IT company in Silicon Valley that had some algorithms that was special to them, and he bought it. He paid over $20 million for that company just to get the algorithms for alcohol. Fabio is not playing with this company, guys. He's creating such a big picture. Why? Because at the end of the day, he wants to give this data over to Hika to create cures for aging diseases, which is phenomenal. So getting back to the comp plan, I want you to understand this. I'm going to draw out something. I want you to really understand this from a comp plan perspective, right? So I'm going to clear this up. In most comp plans, from a uni level comp plan, generally speaking, they pay 5% on the front level, and it goes down, generally speaking, I'm not talking about any specific one, it goes down maybe 5 levels to 1%. Generally speaking, most company makes you do an order ship about $200. $200 at 5% is $10. So if you look at the numbers, I'm telling you, some of you go, yes, I understand this because I've been part of a uni level for a very long time. For you to make $10 only from your front line, they're going to spend $200. Now, if you look at World Global Network, guys, that $59 gives you 30 points. 30 times 20% is $6. Plus the $6 fast start, you're looking at, if I'm comparing front line to front line, you're looking at $12 for everyone in your front line. And you may say to me, but Chad, if they're not in my team bomb commission. Okay, so let's assume that $6, half is from your front line, as half is from your pay leg, half is from your lesser leg. So let's say you get $3 on average. So if you get $3 plus the $6 fast start, that's $9. I hope you understand what I'm doing. So here in World Global Network, to get $9, someone puts in $59. In other companies, they have to do 200 to get 10. Over here, do 59 to do 9. In other companies, you're buying more of the same thing you don't need, right? And I'll tell you what I mean. Some people's laughing because you know what I'm talking about. Some companies, the number one reason why people do auto ship is not because they need the product. Yes, some people fall in that category. But the number one reason why people do auto ship in other companies is to qualify. They are buying more of the same thing they don't need. That's called garage qualified. They're spending $150, $200, $250 to make a small percent. Over here in World Global Network, it is a infinity payout. Infinity payout. 59 to make 12 is crazy. When I saw those numbers, I'm saying nothing can come close. President Millionaire is 450 packs on the lesser leg. So strategies is the key to what we do here, guys. What you need to do, number one, is to get the structure out of the way. What is the structure? Is to pick a pack, pick executive pack. Why executive pack? Cheaper per Helo, earn 3 times more. That's it. If you're doing this as a business, don't limit yourself by getting a partner pack. If you can't afford it, okay, fine. I'm not going to make you do something you can't do. But if you have the ability, don't limit yourself with a partner pack. Why? Because you earn 3 times less and you actually go 10 times slower. Why 10 times slower? Because 2 executive packs are 5 times slower. 1 executive pack is 500 points. 1 partner pack is 100 points. So 5 times slower. I'm sure that you want to build this business fast not 5 times slow, right? So this is what we tell people. Executive Pack loyalty membership from the beginning. Very simple. Why loyalty member from the beginning? Because you guys are on a blue plan. To be on a blue plan, the strategy is this. The strategy is that you're on the loyalty and you're one person on the front line on the loyalty. Well, the first one you can manage yourself. So get that out of the way. Set yourself on loyalty from the beginning and have one other person within a 30-day period become on a loyalty. How does that work? Anytime any one of your front line purchase 30 points or more, you get an extension of 30 days. So let's say, Carl in Las Vegas, you sign me up on the 15th. Guess what? Your activation, assuming that your loyalty membership goes from the 15th to the 14th of next month. Hey, but Carl, let's say on the 20th, you signed up Tuan and Van. Well, on the 20th, when it came in executive pack, that's 500 points, which is more than 30. Now, your activation goes for another 30 days. So it goes from the 20th to the 19th of next month, and it keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling. Just keep that. I always teach strategy. I don't get down to technical because I give you this example. Would you want to own a Ferrari or would you want to be a Ferrari mechanic? The Ferrari mechanic needs to go to school and understand how the engine works and every part of a Ferrari. A Ferrari owner just needs to know that if I put the key in and I turn it on, I go forward. So which one would you rather have? The income of a Ferrari owner or the income of a Ferrari mechanic? If your answer is the income of a Ferrari owner, you're in the right place. Because a Ferrari owner just needs to know the strategy, not the detail. By all means, go download the comp plan and go learn everything, but don't let yourself get in the way of success. OMG, have you seen this? Send a link. Very, very simple. We are 125 countries. So in terms of comp plan strategy, guys, get the 2 within, okay, first of all, executive pack, get 2 within 48 hours. Why Asia's growing so fast is because they don't question. They do. Why do they do it? Because they know that we have the key to success. You know, we are like Mr. Miyagi, right? Daniel's son, right? Daniel's son didn't understand that Mr. Miyagi told him to go wash the car, right? What did he say? Wax left, wax right, whatever that is. Mr. Miyagi was telling Daniel's son to do that, but Daniel's son was saying, I don't want to wash your car. I just want to learn how to fight. What happened in the end? That's wax on and wax off, or that's it, wax on, wax off, saved his life, make him the Karate Kid. Why are we in Asia growing so fast? Is because they don't question. They trust in us, and they trust in a strategy. Here's the strategy, very simple. Executive pack, be a team builder within 48 hours, be a team developer within your first 7 days. Very simple. Knock that out as fast as possible. Create 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right. Your loyalty membership is free. To become a simple system. I don't know. I feel like I'm on fire right now, so I'm just going to add one more. I don't know what time limit I'm supposed to go, but hey, guys, if you got to go, catch you later. If you got to stay, stay. Okay, anyway, clear. So our system is called the 5-5-7 system. We have 5 steps, okay? Number 1 is to become an executive pack plus loyalty member straight away. System work, guys. If you want to learn how to become successful, you need to follow a system that works. So step 1, become executive pack and loyalty member. Step 2, become a team builder, which is bring 2 in 48 hours. Step 3, become a team developer in your first 7 days. Step 4, have 4 more left and right equals 5 left and 5 right, which means that your LM is free. Your loyalty membership is free. Step 5, create 5 TD on the left plus 5 TD on the right. That equals diamond. It is that simple. We're running so fast is because people just understand the strategy and just run the strategy. So that's 5 steps. Next, the next 5 is 5 ranks. We have multiple ranks in this company, but the 5 ranks I want you to focus on is 1. 1 is team builder. Next is team developer. Next is diamond. Next is president and president millionaire. Focus on these 3 ranks. Now, the 7th step that we have in our 5-5-7 system is 7 activities. Very simple. Number 1, I want all of you to start using this correct terms, okay? When we do a presentation, it is called a WBO, World Business Orientation, a World Business Overview. That is a presentation. Number 2, WOT stands for World Orientation Training. What is World Orientation Training? That is something that you give people and you train people the 5-5-7 method. Number 3 is what we have. It's called World Changer Events. A World Changer event is like what we call a Super Saturday. We're looking to have one in the new year very soon. Number 4 is what we have is Change Your Life Camp. The Change Your Life Camp, and one of the things that is known about our leadership and about our family through Nat and Chinita is that we do camps. A camp is a 3-day, 2-night camp. Well, we don't stay in tents. We actually go to a resort, but I just call it camp, right? We go to resorts. And those 3 days and 2 nights, we teach you basic things of how to build this business, like how to handle objections, how to prospect, all the simple things. But the number one thing is about learning about your family. People will leave that camp loving people more and understanding people more. That's the very, very important. So we're going to have that camp first quarter of next year. We're looking for it to be where the most volume is. We'll do that camp. And we don't expect the camp to cost a lot. We want the camp to be as affordable as possible because we do not want to make money from this activities. There's so much to be made from the comp plan. This is just whatever the bare minimum is to get you there. Number 5 is what we call a Diamond Academy. To become to go to the first camp, you need to be a team builder as a minimum. To go to the second camp, you need to be a team developer. The Diamond Academy is a next level advanced training on how to do this business. Number 6 is President Academy. To go to President Academy, you got to be a diamond. Obviously, it's a smaller, more exclusive group. At the President Academy, we're going to teach you high-level leadership training. We're going to teach you how to build globally. We're going to teach you the different levels of leadership in which you need to learn to motivate and to train leaders. You need to be a leader. And number 7 is our convention. Our convention is going to be on a yearly basis. We are looking for it to be maybe first quarter of next year in Bangkok, Thailand. We're not sure yet. But our 5-5-7 system, ladies and gentlemen, is what we are training people to follow. It is extremely, extremely simple. And once you come to our camps, it's not only going to be fun, it is going to be life-changing. And the number one reason why I'm in this business, because we went to camp 10, 15 years ago. We were able to train for about 4,000 people. 2 years later, we came back. It was about 9,000 people we trained. And we had one young lady, 18 years old, come up to us, or 20 years old, came up to us. She was crying like crazy. And she said to Natita, because of your training 2 years ago, I've not only changed my life, but I've changed the life of my mom. I've changed the life of my dad, and I've changed the life of my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. And that is something I will never forget, because the feeling of which you personally had a instrumental in changing someone's life that's the reason why I love direct sales and network marketing. This is something I'm so passionate about, because it can really, as Tina says, become world changers. To let you know, all of you can agree with me, the world changes slogan is strong. I'm going to tell you where that came from. That came from my beautiful wife's brain. She's a marketer. She loves marketing. She said, guys, we need a slogan. And she created, I am a world changer. And we started using it between our organization. And now the company has adopted that as well, as you can see some of the activities. So I'm giving you a lot of this background, guys, because if you understand that you're part of something bigger than you, that which we know that we're part of something bigger than, don't let the distractions slow you down. Guys, whatever you believe to be correct, you're correct. If you think this is hard, guess what? You're right, it's hard. If you think this is easy, guess what? You're right, it is easy. What those 6 inches between your 2 ears determines your future. Me and Natita have the same Helo as you do. Me and Natita has the same comp plan as you do. Me and Natita have the same company as you do. What is the difference? Maybe time, but the difference is our mindset. We are full engines ahead, and we love challenges. Throw us a challenge because we're going to find a solution. And I know Mr. Fabio Galdi is going to put hand in hand with us to find a solution. You understand what you have in front of you, you're going to know why it's going to literally just blow up. It is phenomenal. So, guys, go diamond. How? 4 that brings 4. Go diamond. How? 20 left, 20 right. Go diamond. How? 5 team developers left, 5 team developers right. It is very simple. President Millionaire is 450 people on the lesser leg in a cycle. Continue building, and those numbers are just going to happen. Remember, strategy will help you go fast. Sometimes you got to slow down to go fast. Sometimes you got to pull that arrow back so you can go a lot further. Listen to your leadership. Trust your leadership. And, you know, we love Tuan and Van. We had some time with them last night. We love T, and we're looking for more presidents so that you can be part of the company's inner circle that will take this company to a $2 billion company. I'm excited for all of you. I don't know how long I've been on this, but what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to open up to some questions. But the way I'm going to open it up is I want you to private message me, and I'll go through some of the relevant questions that people are typing. And if it's not relevant, I'm not going to answer it. And some of them might do it offline. But please send it to me on a private message so that it doesn't flood people's chat group, and we'll go through it. Oh, one of the things, guys, make sure you go to CN World Gen, subscribe so you can get up-to-date notifications on that kind of stuff. Natina and I, we're traveling the world right now. Buildings is out, but if you guys have questions, please type it. So one of the questions we have right now is, where is any webinars that can articulate what you did? Well, guys, the goal of webinar is to just give that quick information. Tonight, I went a little bit more detail. And that is not what you do in a presentation because, you want to just keep it simple. I use the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Tonight, I went a little bit further. Why? Because you guys are already in it. So one of the things that you'll do is in the WOT training, you'll go over some of this stuff from the leadership. So the next question is, what was step 4? Step 4 is I have 5 on the left, 5 on the right on loyalty membership, and your loyalty membership is free. No problem, Jeff. Any questions, guys? But one of the things that I want you to know is that, hey, if you have a challenge, don't be afraid to tell your leadership, right? If you have a challenge and in mind that we are here to create solutions, that's fine. But please don't be a complainer. Complainers and whiners don't go anywhere. We are going through the beta phase right now. If you are a complainer and trainer, maybe now's not a good time for you to join. Maybe it's a good time to join once we create 20 President Millionaires. But don't be afraid to reach out to the leadership because, we need to know if there's any challenges to make it smooth for everyone. So, one of the things that Natina I want to do is people are writing some questions is that, we really want to fulfill Nat's and Chanita's goal. She said she wants to create She wants to create 100 millionaires by the end of next year. We're going to get that done. I mean, she's created so many six-figure income earners already. It is crazy. I mean, think about it. We started less than 60 days ago, and we're number 38 on that list right now. That's crazy. On the top earners in the world, we're number 38 in such a short period of time. Rick, no, it's 5 loyalty members on the left and 5 loyalty members on the right, and your loyalty membership is free. And obviously, this is personal sponsors. And if you got questions, please private message me if you have any questions. So I look forward to doing a camp, guys. You know what? I'm going to try to make it as inexpensive as possible, because you know what? The goal of that 3 days, 2 nights is not to be in a 5-star. The goal in the 3 day, 2 night is for you to get in that information that we want to share with everyone. So, all right, guys, if there's no more questions, what I'm going to do is hand it back to your amazing, I'm going to share with something. Tuan and Van, like, we've done this for 18 years, right? We've done this for 18 years. We've met a lot of people. And one of the things that I love about Tuan and Van, and Natina and I was talking about this, is they complement each other. And, you know, we got to spend some time. They're 2 really crazy people. Then Natina and I were pretty crazy as well. And we love life. I mean, we truly love life. And what I do, and honestly, when I recruit someone, I interview them. I say to myself, do I want to spend my life with this person? Do I want my kids to meet that person? I kind of interview that person to see if they fit into our family. That's what I do. I never need anyone. If you build this business thinking you need someone, you're on the wrong step. You're already on the wrong foot. So when we first interviewed Tuan and Van, Natina and I was like, man, there's something about this couple that is genius. There's something about this couple that we believe that will have a very, very long-term relationship. And I know that they will do well, and they just killed it. The fastest president does over $250,000 in sales, and he did it in 24 hours. Now they are grand presidents. A grand president does $100 is like $750,000 worth of sales. They're ripping it. Is just the beginning. So Tuan and Van, you know, Natina and I, we love you, and we are looking forward to Dubai and a lot of other trips to come. And I want to hand this call back over to you guys.
Thanks, Chad. We really appreciate it. My phone is blowing up with the fact that everyone really appreciated you taking the time to hop on the line. So we are so grateful. And yes, they are equally as crazy as we are, because we got to hang out with them last night for like 4 hours and get a chance to just kind of get to know each other. And guys, just everything Chad said, it just reiterated what Tuan and I already knew about this company, and we're just excited. We're ready to blow it up, and we really want to prove to Chad and Natina that we are going to be the fastest growing team in North America for them, and we want to represent and get them to whatever rankings next after their grand president millionaire, and we're excited to bring everyone along with us. So thank you guys so much for hopping on, and again, Chad, thank you so much for your time, and we will talk to you guys soon. And yes, I will upload the recording as soon as it's done. Bye, guys.